apartments and I lived in a private house for 2 families. There was a big and noisy family living behind the wall, but then it somehow dispersed and there was only an old woman, Irina Ivanovna, who also went a little crazy after the untimely death of her son. She did not speak, she served herself successfully, but from unbearable, apparently, mental pain, she moaned aloud, continuously and quite loudly, so that her moan could be heard from behind a thin one-brick wall. It's terrible to say that, but we're used to this sound, especially since it was only audible in complete silence. Everything ended badly for Irina Ivanovna, unable to control herself. She strangled herself, not hanged herself. Hanging involves jumping from somewhere. This is how a person commits suicide who still wants to live and is afraid to change his mind at the last second, and the strangled person can get up or eat at any moment and stop strangling. But the aversion to life in him is so strong that he does not want to do it. Anyway, the old lady strangled herself on the radiator, and they buried her. About 3 or 4 days later, I heard her moan. I was at home alone and lying on the couch with a book, and at first I wasn't even scared because I forgot that my neighbor was dead. And then I remembered. It felt like diving into icy, scalding cold water. You want to scream, but your chest is squeezed, and you can't make a sound, not a sigh. Your arms and legs move heavily, as if underwater, and cloudy greenery hangs in front of your eyes. I got up and left the house. She went to live with her grandmother, who lived nearby. The icy water receded. I began to think, and attributed everything to nerves. I was 15, and I was a quivering person, and you can't kill me with a shovel right now. But a day later, my father, a man without nerves, not prone to mystical moods and subtle emotions, ran out of the house in just a slipper. He heard it too. I don't remember much else. They invited a priest, sanctified the house, and invited someone else, almost bioenergetics. I lived with my grandmother for almost a year. Finally, Irina Ivanovna was finally calmed down. But I still dream about her before I get sick or in trouble. The last time was in April. I was lying in bed, and suddenly, half asleep, it seemed to me that Irina Ivanovna looked into the room, not entirely, but only her head on a long blue neck. And everything was really bad then.